to the Geek Legion of Doom. I thought I'd maybe do a little game for those of us who are in lockdown and bored at home. So this is going to be a kind of a tag challenge really, but this is going to be a kind of show and tell one. So the idea here is the alphabet. I want you to show an edition of a movie or a TV show that you own on physical media, starting with every letter of the alphabet, plus one, the first one being a numbered one. So you have one numbered item, and then obviously every letter of the alphabet, some type of edition that you own. I will put the caveat in, if it starts with the, you can put it as the kind of the name. So The Conjuring, for example, would be C rather than T. But any other things like A Quiet Place would have to be A. So the you can ignore, but any other kind of prefix you would simply have to ignore. So the idea here obviously being, can you get a full set of stuff? Now, I'm going to go through my set of stuff, just one item for each letter plus one number. I actually don't have anything for Q, believe it or not. I do have all of my DVDs are in storage. So I've probably got, I know I've got Quest of the Delta Knights, for example, on DVD, but it's in storage, so I can't get that. So I'm missing Q. But can you do a full set? And let's just have a look at some fun editions, not necessarily your favourite movies, but just fun editions that you like. So let's get started. So number one, my numbered one is 1031, or if it was released in the UK, this should have been 3110, I suppose. This is a anthology movie that I've yet to watch, actually, and this is quite a fun edition, like a US edition with a slipcase. For A, also from the US, this is the Ator, the Fighting Eagle. This is one's from Dark Force Entertainment, and this has got a slip which has actually got glow in the dark embossed front on it. It's quite fun, cheesy 80s sword and sorcery movie. My next one is the Battlestar Galactica kind of pilot movie, so to speak. And this is a premium steelbook from a company called Steel Archive, which have gone defunct. And so it's a steelbook with this kind of like slipcase on it. And this was limited to 200 pieces. I don't know how well that will show up, but only 200 pieces, so it's pretty scarce. For C, we're going to go with a tin box set of the series Camelot. I'm a big fan of King Arthur Legend, and this was obviously a kind of a clone of Game of Thrones, so to speak. Only lasted one season before it got cancelled. Try to kind of reinvent, obviously, the King Arthur Legend stuff. You know, it's quite a fun edition, and I quite like having the tin box set. D, we're going to stick with also a TV show. This one is Dead Set. So this is a zombie mini-series. Now, if you've ever watched Big Brother, it's essentially set around a kind of a Big Brother style competition where there's a zombie apocalypse going on outside, and the Big Brother contestants don't know what's going on really. And eventually they start to get an idea as the series goes. This is a media book, German media book. For E, we're going to go with Excalibur. This is a French media book. As I mentioned already, I do like the King Arthur Legends, and this is my favourite version that I own for Excalibur. Great movie, probably the best, sort of King Arthur movie that you can get, really. John Boorman's classic, and a nice French media book. For F, we're going to go with quite a fun little one. This is Frankenstein's Army, and this is like a fun World War II zombie movie. It's pretty good, it's pretty fun. And this is, I think it's called the Fan Edition, and it comes with like a little statue of one of the kind of like the creatures. G, we're going to go with Ghost Rider. Now, the movie may not be great, but Ghost Rider is actually one of my favourite comic book characters. And this is a edition from Film Arena, and it's limited to 750, and is once again a premium steelbook. For H, we're going to go with Halloween. This is quite a recent edition. This is from Everything Blue. I actually have an edition of this to give away for my next contest when I sort of decide I'm going to do that. And this is limited to 600 pieces, and is again a premium steelbook. So like I said, I'm going to be giving one of these away at some point. I'm going to go with Interview with the Vampire. This is a lenticular premium steelbook. This one is Kimchi, I believe, and it's limited to 700 copies. And it's quite a nice sort of fun lenticular. J is for Jaws, of course. to my mind, this is a perfect film. It's beyond criticism, I think, realistically. And this is one of the rare 10 out of 10 movies I would ever get. Would ever say that it's a 10 out of 10 film. It really, I find it hard to critique this movie. But it's such a iconic poster and stuff. I love having on this stuff. But a little bit, we've got the J card there, but it is what it is. Next up, we have Kroll. This is the HMV Premium Collection, and this is the one that was out pre it getting taken off the shelves. So this has been re-released, but this was the first version of it that had an issue with the aspect ratio. Now, I've already got a German edition that I would actually watch, but this was kind of fun to have because this particular, one with this particular barcode actually got taken off the shelves, and therefore this particular one is, fairly sought after. L is for Logan. This is I think it's a Mantalab steelbook. Although it did come with like a premium packaging, but I actually took that off because I quite like the actual steelbook just on its own. So that is Logan. M, we're going to go for Mandy, and they had a spate of releasing these like faux VHS boxes, and Mandy being taken place in the 80s was quite a fun one to release. Out of the HMV range, this one really kind of sold out pretty quick, and it's probably the harder one to get hold of, to be honest, and really the only modern film that they released in this kind of like their format. At N, we're going to go for Nurse. Shout out to Grant, the horror fan man, who who had this in a collection. I thought, oh, that looks good. I've still yet to watch this movie, but I just love the design of this steelbook. I think it's such a fun design. There's also a German version as well, which is a little bit of a different, but I prefer the French version, which this is. Osiris. This is the French version. This is the Something Child. It's also known as Origin Wars, so it still counts as O. This is a really decent, quite modern science fiction sort of space opera movie that stars Ken nuts. And I got sent a screener for this one, but I thought I had to get the steelbook, even though it's a French version with the French title here. But yeah, it's a really fun movie. If you like sort of space opera movies, it reminds me a little bit of Space Hunter, in the Forbidden Zone. So watch that if you like that. P, we're going to go with Predator, and this is a MediaMart exclusive with a kind of a lenticular magnet. I've got this light here, and it keeps reflecting on everything. So this is a real fun edition with this lenticular magnet. It's my favourite edition of Predator. Oh, we're sticking with Arnie, and this is Red Sonja. This is it's actually just an Amaray DVD, but it's a limited edition from Nova Media, I believe. I want to say. Let's have a look. Either Nova Media or Kimchi DVD. It's a limited edition with kind of like exclusive artwork on it. S is for Savaged, also known as Avenged, but this edition is Savaged. This is a great B-movie along the lines of, I describe this as The Crow meets I Spit on Your Grave. If you haven't seen this, it's well worth a check out if you like a kind of a revenge flick, but with more of a supernatural twist. T is for Turbo, or Turbo Kid. This is a great movie, a kind of a science fiction sort of comedy. This is a Spanish edition. I've got many editions of Turbo Kid. This is a Spanish one, which has got a VHS, the soundtrack, CD, Blu-ray, etc., and a nice little box set. I have Underworld. I've got a few different Underworlds, obviously. I like this because I like the design, but it's also got a really kind of heavy embossing, so that was quite fun. V, we have Venom, and this is a Japanese steelbook box set. So you've got the actual exclusive steelbook and various kind of like bits and pieces inside. For W, we have Where. This is a German media book from a great found footage werewolf movie. with an interesting design, which is nothing like happens in the movie. For X, we have the original X-Men. This is a Russian steelbook. Don't see a lot coming from that part of the world, but this is why I thought it was quite interesting. G1 size, but it is a Blu-ray steelbook. That's quite a fun one there. For Y, we have Young Frankenstein, a classic comedy movie. This is a Zavvi steelbook, but I believe it was meant to be originally at one point a Comic-Con exclusive. And then finally for Z if you're from America, Zoolander. This is just such a fun movie. This has got like a real nice addition because you get like some weird headband with it. Maybe I should use that. I mean, I could do with it, couldn't I? I could get away with that maybe. And this is a fun little steelbook that comes with this little extra. So that is my A to Z. So what do you think? Please, I invite anyone who watches this just to do an A to Z themselves if they've got it, just to have a look at your favourite editions from whatever letter and number obviously you have. Feel free to do an open tag if you want to do this. Thanks for watching and bye for now.